idea is, we want to feel energized from the very beginning, even from the consonant. And as we sing the phrase, as we do consonant, 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 they're all coming together, the vowel and consonants, to form the phrase and form the legato in the phrase. And definitely when we're going to do the Bob's aria, that we need that legato. And feel like each word, each syllable are all kind of blending together, coming together. Okay? This was really fun, so I want to keep going. Let me just hear how it's going. That was better. Good. And that high note feels much easier to produce than before.
Yeah. I
Good.
feel that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want we want energy, but singing, especially as we get higher, can't feel so weighted and with too much effort. Yes, we need to coordinate, we need to energize, we need to get the mechanism together and prepare, but it shouldn't feel so like weighted in terms of doing it. Because the whole idea is once we have the energy, the grounding, all the things are released, that's all you need. Okay? Let's keep going. Let the energy guide it. Good. And you can smoothen it, even more connected. Good. Nitpicky for the all vowel, can you open up a little more? So instead of a little more. So let's find that space. So can you put the two fingers? Yeah. So you can just go. Good. Okay, so that's more space. How does that feel?
I don't know, it's like so hesitant whenever I like switch to a chest voice.
It's hard. Well, it's that I think we're still training the voice how to flip between the two. Yeah, because we've been doing so much chest on its own, head on its own. Now we're trying to integrate the two. So yeah, it's gonna feel weird or different. Yeah, it's like it's a whole different muscle, right? So humor me, just try. Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
But
So
don't
it felt like
pause.
yeah, I felt like I had to pause in order to do that. But
So that pausing is the different muscle, right? It's like your body's like you're literally switching gears. Our goal is to switch gears with less effort. And eventually we will in a way always know, but you almost want to come to a point where it's very effortless to switch, where it's like you can just do it. And you don't have to work so hard. It doesn't have to feel reluctant or hesitant, right? So here, but that was good. That was it. You switched. So that's great. Now try to do that with even less effort. Yeah. Better. How did that feel?
it felt comfortable, if that makes sense. Like it was easier to like switch gears.
Do this exercise a lot for onset. We can also do it for offset. So what I mean is energize the cutoff. So just how we go, energize the cutoff, where we feel like it's almost lifting. It's almost energized cutoff. Versus where it kind of feels the energy just kind of dies out. And you kind of hear it. If I go versus it feels like a lift a little bit. And we need that lift feeling as we get higher. So it's gonna go too much. Let's just see. Do it again, sorry.
Wait.
Good. And do me a favor, let's just see what happens. Can you slide even more as you're ascending? So this time I want you to intentionally put the slide in there. Good. That was very nuanced, but I felt like that was freer when you were sliding. I felt like the higher note felt a little more effortless, and it felt like it changed a little, and it had less weight to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot more loose.
But yeah, because for me, that's the main thing to go for when you're doing this. That and the breath flow. I think the big thing with this one is you really don't want to feel like you're going where it's stopping and holding. So for me, those are the two things I focus on. That and plus the release. And as we're getting higher, just to remind ourselves to do more. We're on purpose going to do it lower, and then we're going to go through passage and everything. Okay, so let's do it here. Nice, exactly like that. Good. Can you round your lips more? Better, yeah. So instead of, let's say you, where it's more horizontal, you. Yeah, it has to do with the lips. Better, okay? Yep. Good, even more lips. If you want, look in the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, use the camera. It's your friend, right? Yeah, for the rounded lips. Yeah, so you see how good. That was great. Do that again. Start with the lips, and then you don't have to move them. Yes, good. So nitpicky of me.
Don't worry, I love nitpicky.
Can you make sure it's a really clear ooh vowel instead of like Q? Like, yeah, so there's a slight difference between like Q, like the name, and like ooh. Yeah, like don't add like that W, or like it's probably a lip thing more than an actual like added sound. Yeah, so versus Q. Yeah.
Oh wait, I hear it.
Really round is good. Really round? Nice. Even as we're getting higher, it's supposed to be easy, like light. I'm gonna be so nitpicky. I'm sorry. I want to play with the jaw a little bit. But I want to play with it from up here. So yeah, from the two. Okay. Can you open where you feel like this pops out? Yeah, it's like right by the ears, right, and this muscle kind of just pops out.
Yeah.
Right. So our goal is to sing. So let's see if we can open our mouth to where this opens and to sing from there.
Okay.
But yeah, so already that's more towards a bigger space.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to feel like it's so big, like you have to always, because that can be another whole issue for another thing if they're like over opening, right?
Yeah.
But as a general rule, we want to feel like the jaw hinge opens. And eventually, later on, you can play with like opening the jaw hinge, but maybe not so much here. That, and then that's something else. But for right now, yeah, I would say go for all your vowels, ideally having this jaw space. Because that's the goal, regardless of the vowel. Like if I go I don't want to go where it feels like open, close. And as we're transitioning, also as we get higher, we don't want to feel like it goes like may, where it feels like close, open. So the goal is to maybe feel like all the notes have the same opening.
Okay.
Cool. Let's do it a little. Okay, let's do it a little down. We'll go back up. But the goal, yeah. So even when you start, may, like as soon as you open even the M can feel like it has space, like jaw space. Versus. It's like it's so slight, but it makes a difference as you're getting higher. To feel like even the M has space here versus just here where I go where it kind of gets a little constricted. And this goes for N. This goes for a lot of consonants too. Like N is a big one, hung. Because I can go right versus very different sounds. Cool. Really good. Let's go from here now with the jaw. May. already that feels like it has more space.
Yeah.
On the notes, especially the low. So that was good. Let's get comfortable. This is something, we can still have it relaxed, because I know that's what you're going for, that relaxed feeling, and it totally works. It's great, right? It fits the style perfectly. But still make sure it has enough energy going through it. That way I can still hear it, feel it, be in the moment with you. Finally, I want to do it one more time before we go, but I also wanted to play with like interpretation. I think it's already, like, you already know the song, so in terms of the next level, for me, I think the main part of that would be interpretation. What are you saying? What's happening? Why are you singing this song? Who are you singing this to? Where do you start? Where do you end? Right? Especially it changes towards the end. Especially, and you can vocally, gets higher, but also in the story, it's a lot more energy. The beginning, I would say it's a little more relaxed, but at the end, the in other words, right? All of that is very bold, very prominent, very big. So I need to feel that contrast. Yeah, I think what do you think about this song? Little things to play with.
Yeah.
I feel like tying into the jaw, having more space for some of these notes.
Okay.
So I have, like, even the word fine. I go, fine, fine. That'll make it easier as I'm getting high. So I have that one. So I know fine is a good one. So I would picture almost ah.
Oh, okay. That makes a difference right there.
Fine.
Fine.
Go a little higher. Like
Fine. 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 Fine.
That's
Fine. Instead of like fine, like fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because that's also a good way to practice, like, sometimes taking it apart from the song and just making the sound. So yeah, that already, you're around where the pitch is, and you see it in the song, but it's open more. So yeah, fine, right around there, fine, versus, right? So you can play with that. Make, or I have some other vowels here. Make is another one. I can, right, bigger.
Okay.
I would say that one is the exact vowel for may. So I would really go for that may.
Oh, may.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I think this is interesting. Because musical theater and pop, like, it depends on what we're doing, but I want to go for, like, I know some songs, this song too, especially the very beginning, it's more speak singing type of thing.
Yeah.
But, we still need space, especially as we're getting higher. So for the chorus, it's at that part where you still need space. Because if we make it too talky, I can't make, we might get tight. So, all that. So, I would go for space, and then almost the vowel is what it feels talky. So instead of going like make, where it's like a big, more classical sound vowel, make, but I still have space to help me, and instead of going make, especially as I get higher, make, it's gonna be very hard. Cool. Feel. I have some notes like of vowels, but yeah, I think in the chorus, fine, make, heal maybe, all the patterns, that pattern I would play with, and just play with how different vowels work. Also, I feel like for this song, what might help you is stressing the downbeat. Will kind of help you feel the energy moving through. I know the beginning feels very static, but especially around the I'm fine, I would say use the energy to really help. Especially downbeat. I feel like I can't move the mountain. Da, 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 and then you can feel how it's kind of moving more and has more of a phrase story. Yeah, I think that'll help it feel, especially that will help you propel the energy into the chorus, like the bridge and all that. Okay? Great. Can we try it? The big thing is diphthongs. To sum up, we want to sing on the primal vowel, the main one. So even though, let's say near, it's technically a consonant, it can also feel like a vowel in this case, you know? So we want to make sure we're singing on the vowel more than the R. So near, where the R is not, we don't want to go near or nia. There are some cases where that would be allowed. Well, I mean, what is allowed, but like more stylistic. But we want it to always come from a choice. Mm-hmm. So, for example, maybe if you're doing Oklahoma type of thing, maybe for country, maybe you would feel like maybe a director would tell you to do that. Or maybe if you had to do more of a Cockney accent. So really like Eliza Doolittle would have to maybe do more of that type of standpoint for her R's. Mm-hmm. That comes to mind. I feel like maybe The Worst Pies in London might come to mind sometimes, you know, because it's supposed to be seen as a different type of British English, you know, so it's supposed to kind of show that social class difference. Yeah. But for this song, he's
a mommy's rich boy. Yeah.
And he also is, you know, like he's very into speech, right? So for him, he's very like pompous in that, and he also wants to really treat it very like I would like if I were to play this character, I would think almost Queen of England type, right? Very gravitas type of thing. But yeah, so I think that's why I really want to work on that, because it does make a very big distinction in this show and also learning the song. And vocally, in general, when we sing R's, we don't have to do too much. Most of the time, it's more like a flip of the R, the flip of the tongue. If I go, near, or let me change the vowel, let me do bear. Bear, I would do that. Versus bear, because then I think it'll, yes.
First you wander in youth and joy, then you'll wander to find your fears in an old heart. Lost my breath.
Good. Yeah, no, it's fine. So I'm hearing a slide on fears and old, and a little bit of a slide ascending kind of on then. Yeah, so those three places, right? So for then first, to me, that's an onset thing. That's the energy. I think your body is trying to using a slide to kind of kick the energy. But so, and also tying into the consonant work we've been doing, right? Use the TH to give you that energy. You don't have to slide in this case. So instead of going then, right? Use the TH to do it. So you know what? Let's just, it's around here, right? Just how we did the N where we kind of held it a little bit, right? We sang on just the consonant and then we opened up to the vowel. Let's try to do that for the TH. So I want you to go, stay on the TH and then open up.
So wait, what?
So here, so sing on the TH first, and then open to then. But on the right, so that's the thing with consonants too. We want to sing them on the note that we're doing. So in this case, it was different maybe if it had a grace note or other style, right? But for here, we want the TH on the same note and then open up to it. Yeah, because, you know, when it's vibrating on the note, then when you open your mouth, the note is easier. And it helps kind of energize through it. Good. Better. Even longer. Take more time with the TH for right now. When we're doing the song, it'll be faster, but for the purpose of the exercise, I want you to really kind of feel how that is on this note and to move through it, not just like a quick second. Good.
First you wander in youth and joy, then you'll... Wait, no, that's just a slide.
Yeah.
I think it's now becoming intentional. Like it's a then, like...
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the scoop. You don't need it.
Exactly.
It's the energy. I mean, listen, if we were doing a pop song and you wanted to do it, that
Yeah.
totally can work, right? It's very common and it's very expressive. For the purposes of this song, you know, for
Just be
especially for
on the
this
note.
aria, yeah. And also this is teaching your body how to coordinate on, because that's also what it is, that when you don't need the scoop and it's a choice, you have more energy on the th and you can just initialize, like the onset has more energy, and that will also make it less pressure for you to do. Okay. Using the th will also really help with that. It's when the th is really energized and vibrating, the vowel will be easier for you to do. So rather than feeling like you have to scoop, trust in the energy, like the energy you're using for a scoop, use that energy for the th and really feel like it's vibrating and energizing and then propelling into the vowel.